Alright, as far as I could tell, I'm live again. Yeah, this is Final Fantasy XII. I started playing it earlier, Sunday night, so, I figured I'd continue, see what's going on. As you can tell, actually, the game looks a little different from when I played it last. I had basically found a way to get this thing to display out through component rather than RGB, so it should look way less fuzzy, but not perfect. I mean, what the perfect nowadays, right? I wish I should probably play through the actual component rather than the weird delayed thing that I have on stream. I think this actually has fixed it to the 4:3 ratio, which most people who played this game originally would have played it at because of the whole, you know, look at me, I'm doing the 4:3 TV thing. But on the television it's displaying in 16:9, so yeah, before I keep moving, just bear with me a bit. I'm going to try and fix the issue on stream. I know, professional, right? So, let's see here. No, it looks like it's just set to 4:3. No, I can't really do much about it, so spare all your eyes the terrible way this looks. We'll just set it back to the 4:3 setting. At least I hope you can do that in game. Let's see here. There we go. It's right down here. There you go, people look fatter once again and less skinny. And I think I have about the same amount of screen real estate as last time anyway, so whatever. There we go. Set by the program and everything. Now we can continue on. Okay, so where we left off, I believe Bond acted a little snooty about stealing some sort of piece of magicite. I think that's what it was called. This Amalia character here didn't seem too happy about that. I wasn't too happy about the way the camera controlled, and I saved. I believe right after this point is a boss, so let's see how well we can do, or how poorly I can do anyways. Now this definitely looks way less fuzzy than when I played earlier, though it's technically at a lower resolution. I suppose it's because right now I'm outputting at 480i, I believe. Whereas before it was probably something even weirder than that, being upscaled to 1080p. Now I can't really upscale. I don't have an RGB. No, I have an AV cable upscaler, but I don't have a RGB upscaler. So I figured I'd try this out, and it definitely looks way better. And less fuzzy. Things look a little bit sharper. You see a lot more jaggies, but whatever. It looks a little better to me. Oh, damn. I think this knocked the crap out of Bond. Alright, Phoenix down's a 4. the unfortunate part about this is the whole, like, oh, maybe I could spam magic on it. I'm guessing the Fire Beast probably won't be affected too much by fire attacks. Speaking of fire attacks, oh, apparently that's actually a poison attack. Right, you know, I'm gonna play the role of don't die with my teammates right now. Which may have just been wasted because I'm pretty sure someone just healed her in time, but whatever, you know. That's one thing. I'm pretty sure this game is actually way easier than you think, especially if you were used to playing like the healer role in most of the modes, where you could pretty much just set all your dudes to be incredibly aggressive and just play the role of healer. It's not too difficult to figure that shit out in this game. It doesn't seem like it. Especially with the items being like instantaneous. Damn, son. Cast Cure. Cast it like the Blasted Thief and more. Oh god, this thing's just beating my ass down. I actually had 1 HP there. It's about to rush apparently. Weird that I have to do that close to actually yeah, people here. Can you imagine we have a bit more range? Whatever. I suppose that's something to do with balance, right? I should have this thing. No problem. Aside from all the Phoenix Downs and items that I used. Wasted by just not paying attention to people's health. Like I'm technically doing right now because I don't care about right now. It's not a big deal. The Flame Horse seems to be dead. That means he's doing one last attack before he goes down. Now he just turned into a ball and flew away, I guess. Well, alright. You know what? I'm fine with it.
Stand where you are!
Because that thing was there just specifically to stall us until these people showed up.
Now's not the time.
You know, it's actually kind of funny that Final Fantasy X got a HD release. Well, Final Fantasy X and X-2 got an HD re-release, but this hasn't. You'd think they would have gone for that, because Square seems to just love re-releasing their games. How many times has Final Fantasy IV been re-released? That one specifically. I mean, if you think about it, there's Final Fantasy,
Yeah,
I'll go with this later.
They think me some common thief.
Better than a common assassin.
These people have done nothing. Release them.
What are you doing?
Don't interrupt me. I'm thinking.
Does she do the same voice as Lightning? I think she sounds familiar.
Wait!
But it's hard to tell because I didn't care much for Lightning.
You have to!
Pinello!
Like at all.
Sorry. That dinner will have to wait.
I told you.
That's enough!
Leave him alone!
I kind of enjoyed that part.
Hold on to this for me, would you? Just until I bring Vaughn back.
On your feet, you are here.
All right. Pidgey,
Well, he diffused that situation real quick.
It's Balthier, my brother.
What does that philanderer think he's doing? I was to kill Balthier, not those addle-pated Imperials.
I mean, if Balthier's gonna die anyways, I don't see what the problem is there, buddy. Mr. Alligator Dog Man thing. I forget what that race is called in the Ivilus universe, but rather like they're gator dogs to me. Yeah, let's just go with gator dogs. Look like dogs, but teeth like a gator. I guess they kind of look like gators too.
I brought you some of those flowers you like. Galbana lilies. Remember?
Wait, he didn't die?
You always said how they smelled nice and how pretty they were. Remember? The king. Did you? Were you really a part of it? Even
Considering that he
if...
was stabbed in the chest.
Even if you were... Captain Bosch must have tricked you into it.
Wait, what? Okay, so he's not alive? This is all some sort of weird fever dream? Cool. I love fever dreams. They're my favorite thing. Did you just love being haunted by your past? Everyone just loves it, I bet. It's a fantastic time to have. My brother, who is dead or maybe not dead, really loved lilies. And if he didn't, then, I don't know, I still have him on this chair that he may or may not have sat on. Which I am probably just dreaming about right now because I'm definitely in prison. Yep, there's prison. You know, medieval prisons kind of just fascinate me. Because there's literally no attempt to keep the people that you just toss in there clean.
Where are we?
It's like, yeah, we threw you in this
Prison,
hole.
where else?
Deal with it.
More a dungeon, but it's really all the same.
It's some dead dude.
Relax, it's just a corpse. Jump at every little thing down here and you'll wear yourself out. It's not even a proper dungeon. They just sealed off the bottom level of the fortress. Take a look around. We're not the first they've thrown down here.
Where's Fran?
She's off trying to find us a way out.
So they legitimately just sealed off the basement and then threw people down here. I can't imagine that.
Remember what curiosity killed? Just a
Being
friendly word of advice.
A very
This
good
is all the
form of
water we've
justice, I
got.
suppose?
I'd save your strength if I were you.
It's not like they're gonna feed people, or maybe they throw food down the hole once in a while. Actually, I see the sky, so hang on. How does that even work? Is it just design that someone didn't think entirely through? Let's talk to Balthier. This is though our belongings were created off by the Imperials. Perhaps they brought things up to our rooms. How kind. cool. Let's look at this corpse. Corpse. These people can turn gray. Oh, there's somebody, I know something here. Number 691. Welcome to the famed albino dungeon, boy. All equals here, stripped of everything by our kind friend, the Empire. All we got is our bones, and those live. Be there soon enough, too, huh? That's unfortunate. That guy's just kind of there. He's trying to comfort this guy. He's like, I know we're in prison. It doesn't mean we have to have a bad time about it. Oh, what's this? Cool. I love Knots of Rust. That surly tart? What? Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Empire can fall. Oh, we got this thing of water. So water is a thing. I mean, you can drink it because you're drinking it. Doesn't seem like you're having a fun time with it, but... I mean, I could forget all kinds of things. So... Kissing your doza? Seems to me that only the alligator men seem to be the ones dying here. Humans seem to have it down pat. Yeah. Love all that rust. It's another dead corpse. Not sure what. Tell. Friend dead? Is that it? Can't just tell me? Corpse pile, eh? Look, there's not many there. Keep a bit of hope. There's only so many corpses. Alright. Okay, so where was I before? Oh yeah, I was going to talk about the re-releases of the Final Fantasy games. So, I think one game that has been re-released more than any of the other Final Fantasy games, and I can't confirm this entirely, but if you think about it, there's Final Fantasy IV, which was released as Final Fantasy II here. I'm not going to count that as 2 copies. So let's just say there's the original Final Fantasy IV. Then there was Final Fantasy IV Easy Type, which was what was released in the United States as Final Fantasy II. Past Final Fantasy IV Easy Type, it then got re-released on the PlayStation in Japan as just, Final Fantasy IV with some cutscenes. And then, re-released in North America as part of Final Fantasy Chronicles, which was Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy IV, oddly enough. So that's, at this point, you got the original Easy Type and the re-release on the PlayStation. A little bit further down the line, it is then given a remake with some extras, or sort of like a port with some extras on the Game Boy Advance called Final Fantasy IV Advance. That was the first copy of Final Fantasy IV that I owned, but not the first one that I played. I played it on the Super Nintendo originally when I was a kid. Just borrowed it from a friend. But then, Final Fantasy IV Advance. So you got the original Easy Type PlayStation version, Final Fantasy IV Advance. So now you got 4 copies of Final Fantasy IV. Then they remade it for the DS. That makes Final Fantasy IV being released 5 times. Then they re-released it on the PSP, giving it the Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Anniversary Edition treatment. I as part of like Final Fantasy IV: The Complete Collection, which included the entire story of, you know, the after years and all that. So that's 6 times Final Fantasy IV has been re-released. And I'm not even counting like, I mean, you could count like the different ports. I believe it's on iOS and Android right now, even PC, which it's kind of a shame because I think right now iOS, Android, and PC have the best versions available if you want to play the after years, because oh wait, I'm forgetting the fact that it's also been released on cell phones in Japan too, haven't I? Well, you know, whatever. So it's like 6 or 7 times this game's been released. It's been given a like a Part 2 treatment, kind of like Final Fantasy X2. I still haven't played that. But yeah, I mean, past that, if you go to the next one, which is Final Fantasy V, this guy's telling me not to go here, but I'm just gonna go here anyways. If you go to Final Fantasy V, there was the original release on the Super Famicom, which was never brought to North America. Then there was the re-release on the PlayStation, which was brought to North America as part of Final Fantasy Anthology. Then the Game Boy Advance version, which I believe brings it to 3. Then you got the iOS, Android, and PC re-releases, which happened more recently, which brings it to 4. And I believe those ones have like slightly redone graphics. With similar ideas, some maybe a little bit of extra content. I think probably the best version to play is probably the one on Game Boy Advance if you want the extra classes and it to be as close to the original as possible. Also to have a translation that doesn't have Varys talking like a weird pirate. Because no one really likes that, do they? I mean, I didn't like it very much. Then let's go to 6 to see how many times that has been released, if I can remember off the top of my head. I could be missing a few things here, but there's, you know, Final Fantasy VI, which was originally released as 3 here in the United States, so there's the Super Famicom / Super Nintendo release. And the next re-release of that game would be on Final Fantasy Anthology for the PlayStation. It's 2 re-releases. And the Game Boy Advance, and I believe on iOS and Android, so 4 re-releases, same as 5. And at least the one on GBA. Actually, the one on GBA is notorious for having like bad music. He looks like he's having fun. Whoa, what the hell? Are there just big guards here? Why are they just beating him? They're just beating the shit out of him.
No, don't!
Those aren't guards, they're other prisoners.
He was defenseless.
You disagree.
What? Sorry, I didn't hear that. Is there a way to turn subtitles on? Because I didn't hear any of that. Oh no, you'll imprison me in the prison. I'm already in prison. Oh, is this just an arena fight? Is that what this is? What?
Something
what?
stinks in here, all right. I've changed my mind. This is no dungeon, it's a sty.
What was that, Ganon?
I said you're the one that stinks, Hamshanks. Hear me now?
I mean, none of us have weapons, so this is probably gonna be
You're
difficult.
right, Vaughn.
Or at least silly. Put your dukes up. Punch you.
Yeah.
Wait, we have magic. Sucks to be you. Alright, I'm gonna save one with the stick for last. Oh. That's the one with the club. Whatever. Take down the weakest, then take down the strongest, and take down the medium one. That's a strategy, right? It seems that they're all of the same amount of strength, but just maybe gives you the illusion that one's stronger than the other because he's got a club. Because they're all doing about 9-10 damage to me. Steal. What would I even steal? He's got $5 on him. Nice. And another one bites the dust. They seem happy. And we're not happy. I don't know, I can't really tell.
Ready?
Where'd all the prisoners go? What are they even doing here?
Great. They just don't give up, do they? Now is looking like a good time for us to leave.
So let me get this straight. The guy wants to kill Balthier so much that he's willing to pay a guard off to
Through
let
the
him into a
oubliette,
prison so he
there's a
can
way
just kill
out.
him.
Only...
Only you sense the mist.
What's that supposed to mean?
Then we'll need weapons.
What did you call me? Say that again.
What? You couldn't hear? I merely said that a lot of you are incompetent fools. If you've the Sky Pirate in your hands, where is he?
You'd have done better, Bagamnon. By your own words, it was the Imperial Army who caught this Sky Pirate of yours. We've done your job for you. We don't require the assistance of filthy headhunters. The Empire will restore order here.
Eh? What's that you say now? Maybe I'll wet my blade on you before I kill Balthier.
That's enough, Bagamnon.
Has this guy got any sense at all? Like, yeah, let's threaten the guards of a prison while they have us in a prison and we can just lock the door behind you.
The self-proclaimed guardians of law and order in Arcadia. They're the elite guard of
judges.
House Solidor, which effectively makes them the commanders of the Imperial Army.
Also, judges are commanders of the Imperial Army
you
in this
ask
game and
me,
not just people who
they're
show up and
more
say, "You broke the rules
executioners
by
than
healing, I'm
judges."
gonna give you a yellow card."
Not a friendly lot, at any rate. What are they doing here?
Just hanging out.
The Emperor is willing to overlook grace for his more talented servants. However, those that do not show respect will receive none in kind.
Your Honor.
You travel freely through our lands because the Emperor wills it. Am I correct? Where is the captain?
We have him in solitary, Your Honor. We're ready to begin our interrogation.
This does not concern you, bounty hunter.
Oh, this is where we find Captain Bash.
Find them.
Wedgie, that way.
It's going this way.
What's that?
Time for the hare to follow the fox.
The magics binding the door to the oubliette are quite strong. Too strong even for my talents.
I mean, your talents
That's
aren't
why we'll
that
get them to open it
impressive.
for
I've
us.
seen,
I
you
was
know,
going deeper
fucking
into this
fire
one.
and
Wrong.
healing
You don't
magic
trust her.
at the most
Fiona's
basic
noses
level.
are sharp. If she says there's a way out, there's a way out.
Also, if she says that she can wear stiletto heels even though she's a rabbit lady, she'll wear stiletto heels even though she's a rabbit lady. Which makes no sense. I mean, rabbits get most of their spring from their feet, like obscuring... Ah, whatever, man. I'm not gonna put logic into a game called Final Fantasy. Oh, snap. Just spamming them cures. Wow, like, why even...
Look.
The prison repository of rested relics and raiments.
So, our things are in here?
That's what I said.
Seriously, just lying there? Like, not even difficult? Just, here, I have my swords and fucking... And now there's a map? Like, are you serious? Like, this is the worst fucking jail ever. Yeah, you know, we're gonna throw you down here with nothing, but here's literally everything you could use to just go on a fucking killing spree in this dungeon. It's right here. I mean, that guy had a stick and he seemed to be top dog, but now I have fucking knives. I have a knife, a gun, and a fucking bow and arrow in the dungeon. Like, that seems a little... poorly planned? You'd think they would take away their gear and keep them in a way outside of everything. Oh, whatever. I understand the whole, like... I don't know, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me.
There are more turnkeys than cut purses down here. I've had my fill of chains. Let's tread lightly, shall we?
Is he like a walking, talking tutorial? Also, can we just fucking kill them? I mean, it doesn't seem too hard. It seems to me that we could just fucking kill them. If we can't kill them, then maybe I fucked up. There you go. Let's just murder all these people. I'm not about to play, like, stealth in the Final Fantasy game. Especially when these people are that easy to fell. We'd like to be casting Protect, aren't we? Wait, what? Oh, I guess because Gambits are on, he's just acting in his own will.
Yeah.
Big bad dude with a gun. Alright, let's see what I could do with my licenses. First aid, Libra. Well, I don't actually have Libra right now. Huh? Yeah, why not? See what that opens up. Amber Armlet, Leather Core, Ray Cure, Fox Poisona, Thunder Fire Blizzard. Whatever, why not? Learn a bit of black magic, that way I have access to fire as well as him. There's a friend there. Don't really see anything else that I should bother getting, so let's move to the next guy, shall we? I don't know, I think I much prefer the sphere grid, because the sphere grid gave you like clear defined, this is what this character's learning because this is what they're doing sort of deals, right? This is just kind of like, you know. Ooh, I could poach. Not enough license points though. There we go. Huh. Or maybe I just want to be immune to poison. Okay, so it stands to reason that go somewhere in that general vicinity. Ah, you're silenced. Not that it does do much of a good. The person's basically just running around with a sword smacking me. Fancy things? Alright, let's go. Hang on. Shouldn't this just say like a pile of dirt that you're throwing in people's face? You know, I should definitely tell her to defend Pinello whenever she sees him. That would totally be useful for me right now. There we go. Wasting my mana. Could go down, but I'd rather murder this fool.
Yeah.
Nice. Didn't have to do very much work there at all. I suppose they're probably very sad that they didn't, you know, lock away the terrible items that would murder everybody. Whatever. Hindsight's 20/20, right? Well, alright. Not a fan of the light, I guess. I mean, who would be, really? Just give me a moment real quick. Check something. Alrighty. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be going for. I'm probably going to maybe get to the next save point or get to the next major plot point and then find a save point to end this run. Maybe continue a little bit more tonight, but I need to try to finish some work a little bit later.
You have grown very thin, Bosch.
We look so similar. Or is he not the one that looks like him?
Less than a shadow. Less than a man. Sentenced to death, and yet you live? Why?
To silence Hondor. How many times must I say it?
Is that all?
Why not ask Vane himself? Is he not one of your masters?
We've caught a leader of the insurgents. She's being brought from Rabanasta, the woman Amalia. Who could that be? Such a faithful hound to cling so to a falling kingdom.
Better than throwing it away.
Throwing it away, as you threw away our homeland?
Huh. That's definitely not the guy who is back.
Who's there?
I'm not entirely
This
sure.
the place?
The mist is flowing through this room. It must be going somewhere.
You're no Imperials. Please, you must get me out.
It's against my policy to speak with the dead, especially when they happen to be Kingslayers.
I did not kill him.
Is that so? Huh. Glad to hear it.
Please, get me out. For the sake of Dalmasca.
Dalmasca? What do you care about Dalmasca? Everything that's happened is because of you! Everyone that's died, every single one! Even my brother. You killed my brother!
Quiet! The guards will hear.
I'm dropping it.
Pirates without a sky.
Whoa, that is not a way to escape a dungeon, my friends. To drop a cage down a pit. One would assume that the fall would kill you. Whatever, this is Final Fantasy rules, right? So they're probably fine. They're probably fine. Fall 600 feet. You're alright. Severe muscle atrophy? Sure, I could walk.
Spare us your quiddities.
Yeah, but he's a...
Quiddities?
A traitor, I know. Stay here and fight if you want. If you can walk, let's go.
You're taking him with us?
We could use another sword arm.
And you have it.
Yes, Vaughn, snarl at him. Snarl at him for all the good it'll do you. Alright, so we now have Bosch with 0 MP. I just learned that I could learn that fairly easily, so might as well. Really? So just because I have an accessory doesn't mean that it's the optimum accessory, I suppose. Especially according to this game's logic. Alright, so there's something down here. Probably a chest. A couple of chests. Some gil. Some more gil. Ooh, and some more gil. Probably. Yeah, I was right. We've hit another save point. So I kind of want to get out of this portion before I call it quits for the day. Especially since I haven't saved in a while. What have we here? It appears to be some sort of switch. Let's do nothing for now. I believe that probably just swings around the contraption, but there may be some stuff down here I could grab. Who are you? Don't get many visitors down here. Come scavenging for odds and ends, have you? I didn't reckon you saw whatever caused that terrible racket just now, eh? Come crashing down straight down the stairs. That was the only way out. Guess it's time to start looking for a back door out of this place. What about you? You plan on poking around these tunnels? Best go prepared. Piece together with scraps of this and that. The others. Alright, see what we can find. See what this... Sure. Just swords. Straight up fucking swords. Are you kidding me? Like, wow. Alright. So he doesn't have the license to equip a shield. Good to know. Hey man, let's buy some fucking magics. All right. So that's for him. Oh, gate switchboard. Press the switch. Nothing happens, the power to the gate has been cut. Okay. Well, let's equip Fran. I bought something I already had. Oh, this is so great. Oh, I'm a fan of what I just did. Alright, you know. I should just find a way to equip shields on them. They have the shield ones, so let's see here. I need to go 2 to the right. Oh, you know, when I can't learn heavy armor, then I'll go up and have the shields, and I'll have Von be like some shitty. No, wait, I'm probably just gonna ignore his existence soon, so whatever. You know, I bought some useless shit. No big deal. Mistakes were made. Let's press this switch. So that exists to tell me that it doesn't work? Do you exist to tell me that it doesn't work? Where exactly am I supposed to go? My options for travel are quite limited. Is there something here that I missed? I mean... What? Huh. Do you have any tidbits of info on this matter there, buddy? So... I would have had to talk to him twice to get the fuse. I don't know, man. Yes, I'm an electrician. Install the tube fuse. Look at all that power that we have. This tube has so much power, it's astounding. Press the switch. Take the knife. Oh, that's actually a little clever. The percentage of power depends on what you can do and the puzzles you can solve and the gates you can open and all that kind of weird stuff.
Hey, who turned out the lights? One of those?
I've heard of these. Mimics. They disguise themselves as all manner of things, then strike when you're least wary. Some of them have a fondness for energy, I'm told. They gorge themselves on the stuff till there's naught left.
So, what happens then?
Lights out, and it's worse in the dark. Much worse. So, let them get too close to one of those conduits, and they'll suck it dry. But don't worry, it'll give the energy back if you ask nicely. Sticking it with a sword helps too. Clock's ticking.
So, kill the mimics. So we have Vasher straight up just punching fools. Hey. 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 You there. Stop feeding off of my energy conduits.
Yeah.
Oh, he's being healed. Should be okay. There we go, there's the... That is not much of a heal. And you were just not up for healing other than... Alright, I gotta do something about these gambits. Because apparently... It's right after you come in the field. Let's just turn this off. So I don't believe I'm still losing power.
Yeah.
I would just straight up like make a beeline it from the other one.
Yeah.
Come here, little ones. Come here.
Yes.
Can't jump down, but there's something there, so I should remember to go that way. And grab it.
Yeah.
There we go, we leveled up to a slightly higher level. How do I get there? Let's see here. Oh, okay, so I know how to get there. Come here! Come here! Come here! Come here. Come here. Where are you going? What? Why do you do this to me? You guys could use that gambit that heals. Nope. Alright, just gonna let me die again. Whatever. I wouldn't heal Vaughn either, but it seems to me it's in our best interest to not die. In this tunnel with the crazy electrical eating spiders. I'm fine with him falling. He's not like paying attention to me anyway. It's fine. He had muscle atrophy anyways, right? I mean, he wasn't gonna get through that. Anything here? Minecart. Stuff. Really? Well, I would have preferred a potion. It's not like this map's really complicated or anything. Might be the exit, but let's see what's down here first. What the? At least he's not traveling far. I have the full map, might as well look at it, I guess. So that leads to a treasure area, whereas this leads to more weird stuff. Okay, well, let's see what's in the treasure area. Might be something useful. Damn, son, just let me kill you. I'm hoping there was more of a reason to go in here than to kill a bunch of spiders. So far, no chests. There's none that I've seen. Is this a chest? Nope. It's a bunch of rubble. So it seems to me that this was an actual waste of time. Which is unfortunate. Okay, well, in the meantime, I could rethink of... Oh, don't tell me that they're back in their forms that like to suck the power. That would really suck. I don't want to deal with that just right now. Okay, well, let me think again. Because we've done how many re-releases there were? 4, 5, and 6. You know, let's go back in time a little bit. Final Fantasy III. That game's an interesting one. It was originally released on the original NES a long time ago. I don't remember the exact date, but it was the first one to have the job class system. Pretty impressive system. One of my favorite Final Fantasy, you know, character class systems ever made. I mean, the 1 and 3 wasn't all that fantastic, but it paved the way for 5, which is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. So I'm a bit forgiving. Yeah, Final Fantasy III originally released for the Nintendo Family Computer, or the Famicom. Never released in the US on the NES. Then I believe it's next. It didn't get a remake until it got re-released for the Nintendo DS, like in the mid-2000s. So it's really only got that and that re-release that they released for the DS, and then they re-released that for a few other consoles as well, I believe. So it's like, you know, you can get it on Android or you can get it on iOS. So, you know, whatever. Are you guys literally just gonna fucking stand there and let me die? Like, is that your plan? Oh, sorry, he's behind the wall. We don't see him anymore. So yeah, that only got re-released in those two ways, if I remember correctly. So, at least I don't think there was... If there was a GBA remake, I'm pretty sure, like, someone would have brought it over here. So then let's look at Final Fantasy II. The original Final Fantasy II, released on the Famicom in the 80s. I think in the 80s. And then it got re-released on the PlayStation 1, I believe, as a dual disc package of Final Fantasy 1 and 2. Or maybe it might have been separate in Japan, but in the United States it definitely came in one package. One disc, in fact, Final Fantasy Origins. So that's 2 re-releases of that game at this point. Then they... okay, yeah, I also believe it was released on the WonderSwan Color, but that's Japan only. So we got 3 of that. A 4th would be re-released for the PSP, enhanced remake of that, and it also, I believe, got re-released on the GBA's dual package of Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls, which came with a Dawn of Souls epilogue, which was a pretty interesting story, if you ask me. Sort of like playing you're like in the realm of the dead, playing as all the characters who were deceased in the game, doing some cool shit in the land of the dead. So, yeah, you think about it, you got the NES, you got NES, PlayStation, NES, PlayStation, Game Boy Advance, PlayStation Portable. So that's 4 re-releases, and I believe it was also released as a dual package in, like, Japan on the Famicom. As a Final Fantasy 1 and 2 cartridge. So there's that many re-releases of that game. Not too many, but a decent amount. Then, to prove my more... to continue my point of how many times Final Fantasy games get re-released, let's go to Final Fantasy I. You have the original, which was released for the Famicom and the Super Nintendo way back when. You know, started it all. Everyone's like, ooh, so revolutionary. Your characters are on the right! It's not first person. And you got, like, classes and all this shit. It was cool. You know, the first Final Fantasy, good game. Good game. Okay, you got the original NES release, NES Famicom release, whatever. Past that, they then... I believe the next re-release would have been WonderSwan and the PlayStation versions in that order. So that's 2 more. And the PlayStation is obviously part of Final Fantasy Origins. Then you have the PSP re-release, which has like extra cutscenes and like enhanced graphics, whatever the heck. Past that, we move on to the Dawn of Souls remake, which a lot of people, or at least a lot of people I knew, weren't really big fans of because they said it got rid of the charge system for magic. Instead of charges, you just had, like, you know, you had an MP, and they didn't like that. For some reason, they didn't like that. I was fine with it. I didn't mind. But yeah, that game got re-released a bunch too, so... once you go more forward, you don't really have that many re-releases of the games. You have Final Fantasy VII, which is just basically the original PlayStation version and the PC port, which I believe the PC port got some work done to it recently and just re-released on things like Steam and whatnot. But aside from that, it's the same game. Not really... I mean, different platforms. So I guess I could sort of say that, yeah, you know, whatever. I mean... when it comes down to that sort of thing, I could technically find way more copies of Final Fantasy VII if it's like, okay, it's the PlayStation release, the PC release, the PSP release, the PS4 release, but it's all the same, the exact same game. Whereas, I mean, it's a bit different when you're talking about the old cartridge-based games because, I mean, while 4 on the, well, that's not exactly true, because 4 on the PlayStation was different from 4 on the Super Nintendo. It had, like, different save features, it had a different translation, it also had terrible, terrible load times, and it was harder than what we got. What we got was originally easy type. So, I guess with 7, you just got the the PlayStation build, the PC build, and the upcoming remake, which is coming soon. Coming soon. Which, honestly, I'm not super excited about. I played Final Fantasy VII a long time ago. It wasn't one of my favorites. I know, blasphemy, right? Final Fantasy VII, it's one of the best Final Fantasy games, if not the best game ever made. You know, I kind of disagree. It's one of the better Final Fantasy games, but it's not... I don't think it's the best. And I guess it doesn't help that I didn't really care much for the story. It just seemed kind of disjointed in places to me. And that whole third... Was it 3 discs? That third disc just being basically the final fight or a bunch of side shit that you could do. Like, you know, I kind of wish there was more to it than that. I should be casting magic on these things. That does not work. I'm gonna use a potion because I don't want to die. So yeah, so 7 has that. 8's in a similar boat, where there is the PlayStation build release and the PC build release, which I don't believe has been, or I think they might have been re-released on Steam recently, but I'm not entirely sure. What does this do? The south? I just opened the gate that I need to get to. Alright, whatever, man. So yeah, 8, same boat. There's the release on, there's the PlayStation build and the PC build. 9 is in, definitely has the least amount of different versions. There's basically the PlayStation build, and that's it. I don't think it was ever released for the personal computer. Not like the other ones were. So you got that. That's pretty much it. 10. Let's see. 10. You have 10. You got the original. You have the original release in Japan. You also have international. So you have Final Fantasy X, 10 International, and in both regions they then added the. Where am I going? So I went to the south, and I gotta go more south, more south, more south. All right, cool. That's a bomb. I'm guessing you don't like the ice? Cast Blizzard already! Do it! Damn it. It's getting bigger. I don't like this. Barely hurts them. This could be problematic. Guess we'll focus on one. Oh yeah, so 9 basically only the PlayStation build exists, as far as I can tell. 10, it's got the 2 versions that were released on the PS2, international type and the regular one. I guess I missed that for Final Fantasy VII too, didn't I? Oh, whatever. But yeah, there's those, and then the HD releases for the PSP and for the PS3 and the PS4. So there's one on the PS4 as well. So not too shabby. No. Let me think. 11 is online, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 11 is online. So there was the PC version, the PlayStation 2 version, the Xbox 360 version, and was there a PlayStation 3 version? I'm not entirely sure on that, but if there was, it might have been okay. I don't know, it's really hard to tell with that sort of stuff. Alright, so South Gate is open. Let's go south, shall we? So yeah, you got PC, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, maybe PlayStation 3, I don't remember if there is one. Then you got 13, which is Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC.
It reeks. Something's close.
And then 14, same deal. Oh, 14's got more than that. It's got PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PC.
Nice moves there,
PS4,
Captain.
and
You mean
Xbox
traitor?
One, I believe.
So they say. But I didn't see him kill anyone.
My brother did.
Rex. He said he had a brother 2 years younger. I see. He meant you. Your brother. What became of...
He's dead.
I'm sorry.
It was you who killed him.
I give you my word. That was not the way of it.
Couldn't you just say wasn't me? I didn't do it? That was not the way of it.
Rex, sir. My name's Rex. All I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I. Living in
Time bomb. Save the discussion for later.
We found them!
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty...
Sir, we have little time. You must go to the king.
Fear. They're slowing us down.
Captain Oculus, and for my parents. Captain, why? Our king, have you done?
His Majesty was a traitor.
Oh, that one's got a beauty mark. Gotta pay attention to those things.
A twin brother. Fancy that. But still, the pieces fit, I'll give you that much. And he did look like you.
I don't believe you.
Of course not. It was my fault that Rex was there. I am sorry.
My brother.
So we're at
he
14 and
trusted
15's
you.
the next one, eh?
He
Coming
trusted
soon
you and he lost
to a
everything.
PlayStation
How
4
can I believe you?
near you or whatever the heck.
Not me, then. Believe in your brother. He was a fine soldier. He fought to the last to protect his homeland. Now, surely he fought to protect his brother.
You don't know anything.
Believe what you want to. Whatever it takes to make you happy. What's done is done.
Alright. I think that should be it for now. I've already reminisced much too much about Final Fantasy's Day. So, gonna save and then call it a day, get back to doing some work on some things in the afternoon. Once I'm done with that, should be an interesting day. Alright, to anyone out there watching, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a great day. Or not, I don't know, man. Do what you want. It's all good.